You wanna know what's dumb about the Nintendo Switch? I can't switch it off. Anyway, before I get started with my tirade against the Nintendo Switch, I do want to clarify that I really enjoy it. Enjoy playing its games. I'm considering getting one for my own apartment, and I love playing it with other people when I get the chance. With that out of the way, the Nintendo Switch is complete garbage. Okay, I can't even say that with a straight face, so you do know I'm joking. However, its main downfall is that it tries to be both a portable gaming device while also being a fully fledged console. And while it does both better than any recent any console in history, it does either individually worse than most recent consoles or other gaming devices. For example, while playing docked with either Joy-Cons or a wireless Pro controller, there is far more noticeable input lag than you see on the PS4 and the Xbox One, as well as the newer gens, the PS5, the Xbox S, I think. The battery life is far lower than the DS, lower than the 3DS, and while both of these have smaller screens and less computing power than the Switch, the iPad has a larger screen, arguably more computing power, and a higher battery life as well. Computing power wise, it lags behind its same gen competitors and its contemporaries. And obviously, this is unavoidable when your console needs to work handheld as well, but that's my point. All of these shortcomings are direct results of the main gimmick of the Switch. By creating a console that needed to be both portable and still plug into the TV, both mediums lost out on things that they otherwise could have had. And obviously, the most glaring example I've yet to mention is the notorious Joy-Con drift. For those unaware, Joy-Cons, specifically the left ones, extremely quickly into their supposed lifespan will start to have a ghost input where even if you're not touching it, it's constantly pushing you to the left or to the right or down or whatever. And even my 44-year-old mom, who only plays Animal Crossing, has an issue with it. Like it's not something that just very serious gamers have. It's something that even casual people or people playing for the first time will notice and have an issue with. And technologically, supposedly it's because of how compact and how much they've shoved into the small controller. But that means when they make a bigger controller, you should not have this issue? Hey, well, I'm sure they will get it right next time. Okay, well, on a different note, speaking of the three models, a lot of people, tons of people, you see it all over, have been hoping for a sizably updated Switch that they've dubbed the Switch Pro. And personally, I think that's a fair expectation since the Switch came out, both Sony and Xbox upgraded the same gen consoles as well as released another generation of consoles that were extremely upgraded from their past generation. And instead, Nintendo has released a downgraded handheld only Switch, and then another Switch whose titular upgrade is only an improvement to handheld. Why didn't they just give the OLED screen to the Switch Lite? And personally, I think it says a lot, both good and bad, about your product if people are begging for an improved version, and more about your company if instead you release these downgraded or marginally barely improved versions. But here's what's really actually dumb about the Nintendo Switch. No matter how blazingly mediocre the actual console is, it doesn't matter if there's Joy-Con drift, it doesn't matter if the graphics are worse, it doesn't matter if its battery life is lower than other portable electronics. It's still going to be bought. Nintendo at its heart is not a console company. They are a game company, and as long as the Switch is the only place to play the newest Zelda game or Mario game or Smash Bros, it'll be bought. And like their games are so quintessential that even after 5 years, Breath of the Wild is still being sold for the original price of $60. But that's another thing entirely. Anyway, that sums up what I wanted to say. If you disagree, go ahead, let me know. Talk with you in the comments, and if you think I missed something again, I'll be reading the comments. Otherwise, enjoy your gaming, enjoy your Switches, and enjoy your Joy-Con drift.